Welcome to our Tuesday night team call. If you didn't know, you're part of a family. This is it. There's some nuts in here, just like any good family has. We're a fun bunch, so thank you so much for joining us. My name is Janelle. I don't know how many Janelles there are on the call, if anybody else is still logged into my account, but that was funny last week. We've got a bunch of stuff to cover tonight, and I'm so excited. So the first thing that I want to know is I want you guys to hop into the chat, and I want you to tell us where you are tuning in from tonight, because I want you guys to see how connected we are, how far spread we are. It's really cool. I don't know if we have any US people on here tonight or not, but we've got people from all over the place. We've got a good Saskatoon representation going on. I'm always in two places, so I'm out in the sticks. I'm out in Gull Lake, Saskatchewan, but we want to warmly welcome all of you guys. So I did a little reviewing of our call from last week. How many people? I want to see a show of hands. How many people took the sticky note challenge from last week and wrote out your goals on a sticky note? If you did, put a 1 in the comments. We talked about how we want to create space to be able to accept our goals. So if that sounds crazy to you, it honestly is not. It's essentially just like setting an extra seat at the table for Sunday dinner and thinking, I am going to fill that seat. Who am I going to invite to my table? Who am I going to invite to dinner? And so I was encouraging you guys to create space for the new people that are wanting to hear what you have. And I'm just going to pop open the chat here so I can see Carrie and Diana. If you guys did, I want to also know, where did you stick your sticky note? Because that was the other part of the challenge. Not only were you guys supposed to say, so maybe you wanted to invite 3 people. You want to find 3 new people this month to join you in your health and happiness journey, on their own health and happiness journey. So you were supposed to write what your goal was at the top, 1, 2, 3 blanks, and start filling those names in. Where did you stick your sticky note? Somebody said, 2 people said on the fridge. I want to know if anybody did the bathroom mirror. I tend to stick my sticky notes wherever my computer is. So I've got one right underneath here. I've got a couple right behind here, different sticky notes for different houses. And then the other thing that I want to know is, we had, or I don't want to know this, I'm not outing anybody, but the challenge from last week was also, besides the sticky notes, was to invite 2 people to a health Zoom. So we have health Zooms on Mondays and on Thursdays. And so if you didn't do that, I would really encourage you to make that your goal at the beginning of this call, that you are going to come away from here with the names of 2 people that you are going to invite to a health Zoom, either on Thursday or on Monday night. Monday nights are at 7 o'clock Mountain, which is Saskatchewan and Alberta time. Thursday nights are at 8 o'clock, and usually they are different people every time. We just had an amazing product. Now, Sherry, you gave me a different way to say that. Maximize your product success. That was the name of our Zoom for tonight. I think we had some pretty amazing ladies on there. Carrie Clausen and Rose Nord joined me on there tonight, and we talked a lot about migraines. We talked about amazing products, and Carrie gave us some information on detox and how to combat that. Detox is not a scary thing. It is something that people will often go through, just depending on the levels of severity. And we want to make sure that we are normalizing this, that we're not afraid to work through it with people, that we are cheering for them. How many people, I want to see a show of hands in the camera, how many of you guys have ever had somebody join you on the journey who has gone through detox and you've gone, oh my gosh, that's so exciting? And how many people have thought you were crazy? Yeah. I know that I've said that to a few people, possibly on this call, and I've gone, I'm really sorry you're uncomfortable, but my gosh, I'm so excited for you. This means that your body is ready to go. Like, this is great. And the person thinks, oh, I don't feel so great. And you go, but that's okay. It's going to get better. It's so good. It means your body is ready. All right. Detox is not a scary word. It's not even a 4-letter word, so you can't even think that it is. So make sure when you have new people that join you, that you plug them in on Tuesday nights for our product, Maximize Your Product Success Zoom, so that they get to hear it from somebody, not just you, but somebody else saying that this is normal and here's how you can go through it. All right. So I hope everyone is ready to work. Are you guys ready to work? Y'all came here and you're like, I was just ready to listen. Like I got my slippers on, got some people that are having a snack. Yeah, y'all need to grab a pen and a piece of paper. All right, everybody needs to get a pen and a piece of paper. When I get bossy, I go Southern. Look out. I'm from Southern Saskatchewan. It works, right? Now, I promise you, I'm not underdressed. I'm getting ready to bring it tonight. So I just need to take off my sweater. Anybody else sporting some sweet Plexus swag today? Do y'all see? I finally got my hat in the mail from convention. I'm so excited about that. Of course, I left Regina today and my other box showed up. So, hey, you know, it's the way that it goes. We're going to play a little game. You guys like games? We'll start with something that isn't quite so scary. Yeah, you guys are like freaking out on me. You're freaking out on me. I'm just double checking to make sure that everybody's in here. Yeah, okay, good. So I want you, pen, paper, okay. I want you guys to think of one person that you know who enjoys fitness. Now, all these people I'm asking you about cannot be Plexus people. Whoever has the first name, put your hand up. Who has a fitness person? Oh, okay, Amanda, I'm gonna bug you. Unmute yourself, honey. All right, Amanda, pardon me. Can you tell me the first name of the person who you know of who likes fitness?
Heather.
Heather, okay. Tell me like 3 things about Heather. I'm not asking you to out Heather. I just wanna know 3 things about her that you know.
She's a mom to 1 sweet little boy. She does another side business, and she works for our local school division.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. So write Heather's name down. So now I want everybody else to think of somebody that you know who has 1 boy. Okay? I need to see a hand up as soon as you got the name of someone who has a boy. Okay, Darcy, it says Darcy's iPad or Doris's iPad. Sorry, I can't read. Doris, can you unmute yourself? My dear, can you unmute yourself? Maybe. There you go. Okay, tell me. Who do you know who has 1 sweet little boy?
Brittany.
Brittany, tell me a couple things about Brittany.
She's my daughter.
She's your daughter. Okay, that's 1 thing. Tell me more about Brittany. 2 more things.
She's an at-home mom.
Okay.
And she's awesome.
She's awesome. Okay, hey, you know what? I'll go with awesome. Thank you so much. All right, so now I want to know someone who comes to mind who is just plain awesome. Write down the name of somebody who is just plain awesome. All right. Who has someone who's awesome? Hand up. Carrie, unmute yourself, honey. Okay.
Hi, you can hear me?
You betcha. Who's awesome?
Okay. Jen. She
Jen.
owns the local health food store.
Okay.
She refurbishes and crafts just like I do.
Okay.
And she's the mama to 2 new foster girls.
Oh, bless. Okay, so I want you to find, because not every, the foster one would be great. Thank you, Carrie. I want you guys to think of somebody who is crafty. Not like crafty bad, but like crafty, who likes to craft. You know what I'm talking about. Okay, Kayla, can you unmute yourself? You guys are all writing down people as you're remembering here, right? And someone's going to tell me when we get to 10. Okay, Kayla, who do you know that's crafty?
My sister-in-law, Shauna.
Shauna. Okay, tell me about Shauna.
She is a mom of 1, but a day-home mom to 6.
Okay.
So she is busy, but she loves to craft.
Okay, tell me 2 more things about Shauna. Why do you think she'd love Plexus? Besides the 6 like day home kids, because like that's 6 reasons right there.
She would the boost in energy and just the overall better health.
Awesome. Awesome. Great thinking. Okay. So now I want you guys to tell me either, you have 2 choices here, either somebody you can think of who desperately needs a boost in energy, or somebody who either runs a day home, which is essentially synonymous, who runs a day home or has their kids in childcare. Can you guys think of somebody? As soon as you can think of one, put your hand up. And y'all that like, okay, Lindsay. Okay, you got your hand up. Can you unmute yourself? Maybe?
Yes.
There you go. Okay, so who do you have who does childcare or who needs more energy? Or has kids in childcare, whatever.
Kristen Humphreys needs more energy.
Okay, so tell me about Kristen. Besides the fact that she needs more energy. Okay, hey, let's go with that. So write down Kristen Humphreys. You just like had the brain baby of all brain babies. Think of somebody, thank you. Think of somebody, you guys, who you have not seen or spoken to in years. Or maybe you keep up with them on social, but you have not seen them in years. Write down the name. How many names do we have so far? Are we at 5? Stacy says we're at 6. Okay, Stacy, do you have somebody written down who you haven't seen in years? No, she's like, stressful. Stop asking me questions. Who's got somebody that they haven't seen in years? Okay, hold on. Rose has her hand up. Rose, can you unmute yourself?
Yep.
Okay, awesome. Can you tell us the first name of the person that you haven't seen in years?
Roseanne.
Roseanne. Okay. So can you tell me a couple things about Roseanne?
We were neighbors and found out we were related.
Oh, crazy. I like those 2 things. So here's 2 more options. Thank you so much, Rose. That was awesome. So either I want you to put down the name of a neighbor or somebody that you're related to. Okay, Stacy, unmute yourself.
Marianne.
Marianne.
She is a grandma.
Okay.
She also loves fitness and she has a beautiful smile.
She has a beautiful smile. Okay. I'll give you 2 things. Thank you so much, Stacy. I will give you another 2 options. I want you guys to figure out either somebody that you know of who has a beautiful smile or somebody who's a grandma. And do not prejudge. I just want to know who has a beautiful smile or who is a grandma. And Cheryl is driving. Bless you. Okay, Lindsay's got her hand up again. I love it. Okay, unmute yourself. Who you got?
Okay. Brittany Fox.
Okay, so Brittany has a beautiful smile because I think I know that name. She's on to grandma. Yep. Okay, so tell me about Brittany.
She's a high school friend and I grew up in the same town as her.
Perfect.
She's newly married.
Perfect. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so 2 options. It's like choose your own adventure night tonight on our team call. Don't you love it? So either give me the name of somebody you went to high school with or somebody who's newly married. What number am I on? Is this 9? Stacy, how many do you have?
Yeah.
This one is 9?
Yeah.
Okay. Stacy, you take pictures. Do you have anybody who's newly married?
Yep, I do.
Okay.
Oh shoot, she just posted pictures today.
Okay, that's okay. We don't need a name. The name is just for the sake of it. Just be like, girl with the red hair and the cute puppy. Done.
Okay. Oh goodness, she has a cute little niece. She works outside of her home. She wants a big family someday.
Very cool. Okay, 2 options. You have 2 options. Option A is somebody who is an amazing auntie. Option B is somebody who works outside the home. All right, voila. Now, in front of you, you should have a list of 10 names. Does everybody have a list of 10 names? Fantastic. Well, except Stacy, who can't remember what's her name, but hey, she's a great auntie and she'll figure her out later. I totally have complete confidence in you. You're going to be fine. So now you guys have a list of 10 names. Isn't that exciting? I just gave you something. You're welcome. Don't say I never give you anything. No, you are going to get to leave this call with something that you can actually use. And I'm going to give you something to do with those 10 names after a little bit. But I want to hear from you guys in the comments if you guys have already hit your goals this month. I want to know, did you, on your sticky note, did you have 3 people? Did you have 6 people? Did you have 9 people? I also want to know if maybe you haven't hit your total goal, but maybe you are an incentive earner already. Remember that our incentives for this month are 3, 6, 9. So maybe you have done 1 person and you want to celebrate that. Shout that out in the comments, okay? If you've done 3 people, I want you to tell me, I am a $100 incentive earner. I want us to see this chat. You guys, let's take a look at the numbers. Awesome. Carrie's got 3, so she's already an incentive earner. Congratulations, Carrie. All right. Doris got her 3rd. Fantastic. Congratulations. Stacy, I love it. 1. I want 5 more. That's going to give Stacy a stacked incentive. So she's going to get her business building bonuses on every person she sponsors. So that's $20 per person US. Plus, for every 3 people she adds with welcome packs this month, they're going to give her $100 for 3. Another 100 for 6, and another 100 for 9, right? Is that how that works? I'm pretty sure it is. And 9, you cap out at 9, so it's too bad, so sad. If you do 17, no, just kidding. You still get lots. Don't worry about it. Like 17 is fantastic. We'll talk about that later. But I want to do some shout outs, and I'm looking around here. I'm looking at who's here. I only have a couple of my people here. That's okay. I will talk to the people who are here. So, hey, can y'all keep a secret? Because I really am getting itchy about this secret. Because I don't like, when it comes to like celebration secrets, I don't do so hot if you leave me to my own devices for more than like 3 days. And that's what's happened. So I'm so excited to tell you guys that, okay, sorry. Can I just back up for a second? Every quarter in Canada, we have 6 earners for the Canadian Silver Business Builders trip. They send you and a guest, if you are a winner, down to Arizona whenever we can fly again. All expenses paid. You get to tour corporate. You stay in this amazing resort. Like, you guys, it is absolutely amazing, breathtaking, probably one of the nicest places that I've ever been, including Hawaii. Like, this place is incredible. You get to have dinner with the executives, $200 US shopping money, which probably will get spent at the Plexus store, let's be honest. You get to, like, it's the trip of a lifetime. So the first quarter, I looked at the winners and I'm like, I am so excited for them. I want my team winning these things. And guess what happened this go round? I am so proud of this team. You guys really stepped up our silver development. And that's what you have to do. You have to develop silvers, which a silver is somebody who has sponsored 3 people into their business with welcome packs or 100 PV within the same month. Or yeah. Okay. So I am so excited to announce we have one of our winners on here tonight. Oh, and by the way, this isn't like totally common knowledge yet, but I'm getting really tired of waiting. So I need to tell our team, and we need to give the shout outs, because come on, people, this is exciting. The people want to know, right? And don't you feel like it's more doable when you know the people who are winning? It's sort of like if your neighbor won the lottery, you might be inclined to go buy a ticket. You'd be like, well, that guy did, and he's nothing special, so I could do it too. Except these people are super special, and so are you. So I'm so excited to announce that Cheryl Norleen, who is driving some sort of vehicle somewhere, I'm assuming it's a farmy thing, or maybe she's just driving and she's just super dedicated to being here. Cheryl is one of our winners for the Silver Business Builders trip. So congratulations. I wish we had, I need to get a, like a woohoo, like a sound thing, so that when we do these things, it sounds like a whole bunch of people clapping. Yay! So amazing. Congratulations, Cheryl. She gets to take somebody, I assume you'd like to take your husband, but she gets to take somebody with her down to Arizona, which is so, so exciting. Now I am also going to announce that we had 2 more winners. You guys, are you calculating this? Out of the entire country, we had 3 out of the 6 winners on this team. We also had some stinking close runner-ups as well. I really want to know all the numbers. So congratulations to Amanda Fogan and Jimmy Luborn, who both also won the Silver Business Builders trips. Congratulations. We are so, so, so excited for you. And if I am missing people, I feel like maybe we have more than I actually realize, but we have 3 people. Thank you, Stacy. You're amazing. That's awesome. Could you do that a little more? Okay, hold on. We have 3 more people to announce. Number 1, first runner-up that I'm going to announce is Nicole Crawford. Congratulations. We've got Jocelyn Armbruster, and where did she go? Leona Jansen. There you are. She's in the middle of my screen. Leona Jansen, congratulations. They are recipients of a Visa gift card. Stacy. Awesome. Thank you. That's like the best. Okay, you are totally hired as the sound effects girl. You are it. So there were 10 runners up and 6 grand prize winners. So the fact that we had 6 people out of 16 coming from this little bitty team is incredible. Absolutely incredible. Congratulations. Now, what do you need to do to earn that trip? Well, I'm actually not going to tell you, because I'm going to send you to your back office. You're going to go into the help center and you're going to type in Silver Business Builders trip or something like that for Canada. And you're going to see all of the rules and regulations that I don't want to go through all on here. Basically, what you're going to do is you're going to go and start sponsoring people and helping them find 3 people who want to change their health. And then you're going to help those 3 people find people to change their health. Just a little tidbit here, Cheryl had 9 new level 1 and 2 silvers. So huge, out in 2 weeks, by the way, just gonna drop that there, in 2 weeks. So, and hats off to her entire string of uplines who were helping her. Congratulations. It truly, truly was a team effort. So love that. Hey, we're gonna play our game again. It's 9 o'clock. Are you guys ready? Are you all ready? Okay. I want you to write down the name of a person who has a dog. All right, who's got a dog? Okay, Amanda, unmute yourself. Unmute.
Hi,
There you
Kimberly.
are. Kimberly, tell us about Kimberly.
I've been friends with her for 14 years. She also has 2 children, and she's a very hardworking lady.
A very hardworking lady. Okay, thank you so much. All right, so we are going to look for somebody in your life that you know who works super, super hard. That can mean anything you want it to, like as in, like they have a garden and a full-time job, and the garden is like 6 times the size of a regular city lot or something like that. You know the people. You know what I'm talking about. Who do you know who works super hard? Hand up. And it can be you, but you got to have another name. Crystal Welk, I'm picking on you. I see no hands. Oh, I almost made you the host. Whoops. Spotlight your video. Hey, who do you know? Who do
Carrie.
you know? Carrie. Bless her heart. She sure does. Tell us about Carrie. Oh, Crystal's internet is lagging.
She is a brand new mom
Brand new mom.
and has 3 other kiddos. She's got her husband just broke his house
He
with
what?
4 littles running around.
He what?
He broke his ankle.
Oh, okay. That's really crummy. We'll talk
It
about that
is,
later.
yeah.
Give us one more thing.
Brand new mama, hard worker, giant garden.
Okay. I got enough. We're good. Thank you. That's awesome. Okay, so choose your own adventure. Pick somebody who you know who's broken a bone at a really bad time. When is it ever a good time to break a bone? Besides at the beginning of quarantine. Number 1, or number 2, somebody who has a big garden and does a lot of canning. We're getting to that season. Hand up. Let's see. I'm going to start picking on people if they don't put their hands up. With love. Okay, Lindsay is going to go again. Bless you. Okay, can you unmute yourself?
Okay.
Yeah.
My cousin Kenzie has a huge garden and is actually expecting right away a baby.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay, so you just gave me 2 ideas. Fantastic. Thank you so much. My ideas are somebody who is expecting or a cousin, or bonus points for a cousin who's expecting, but you only get to count it for 1 person. All right. Okay, Stacy, unmute yourself.
My cousin Laura.
Okay.
She's a nurse,
Okay.
and she's got 1 kid, and she's a twin.
Ooh, I like it. Okay, thank you so much. So what I'm looking for is somebody who works in healthcare. So they can either be a nurse or a, what's it called? Assistant. What's the word that I'm looking for? You guys know what I'm talking about. Care aide. Sorry, I just found a really large spider on my shoe. I need to kill it or burn the house down, but we all know it's too wet. So we want somebody who's working in healthcare or who is a twin. And just give me a second. It's dead. I'm living. Okay, who's got it? Alicia, do you have a name?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
Name is Val.
Val. Okay.
Yeah. 3 things. She is like the sweetest person you'll meet. She has recently quit her job just due to stress with COVID. And 3, you just want to be her friend.
Oh, okay, awesome. I think we all know people like that. Thank you so much. Those are good ones. So let's try to find somebody who just is like one of the nicest humans ever and is just super, super sweet. Find a person. Okay, Carrie.
Okay, my girl is Jana. She's a middle years teacher. She is so sweet. She has side gigs, plural, and she is a mom to 2 little girls.
Awesome. Okay, how many are we at for this go round? Do we know how many are we at? We're at, I can't see, Doris, we're at 5, 6, 7. Are we 7 or 8? 7? Okay.
7.
I want you guys to think of 2 names, 2 people who are teachers. You need to do 2. 2 teachers. Or 2 people that you grew up with who maybe wanted to be teachers, but weren't. Who's got a name? And pick the, Carrie's got another one. Okay, nope, Carrie, you go for it, girl.
Sorry, I can't unmute. I actually have Tara and Kayla, and they are
Okay.
both awesome. One's
Okay.
going into teaching, loves fitness. The other one is like chef, beyond, and just above and beyond all teacher. So
Ooh, awesome. Awesome. Okay.
I just worked at school. I think of lots of
I know,
teachers, right?
right? That's awesome. No, thank you. Okay, so now I want you guys to write down somebody who is either a really, really good cook or who posts a lot of recipes and you just assume that they would be a good cook, or somebody you'd like to cook for you tomorrow. I don't know. I pretty much, that takes anybody on my list because I don't want to cook. Amanda, I'm coming to your house. Who's got the name of somebody who is a good cook? Rose, go for it, girl.
Erin.
Erin, tell me about Erin.
She's got 2 little girls, and the youngest has got flame orange red hair.
Awesome. Okay, so you know what I'm going to say. Thanks, Rose. I need to know the name of a redhead. Actually, I don't. It's Carrie, but write that down. That should be 10, right? Or do we have 11 now? We have 10? Who cares? You got lots. Okay, so I am going to remind you guys, I announced this last week. I've been working on a graphic, but I'm just overthinking it, and I should really be getting somebody else to do this. But we have a 3-day challenge coming up in Healthier and Happier this weekend. I'm shifting it a little bit to give you guys an extra day. We're going to do it Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. I will have a post up and grow tonight, as well as verbiage for you guys to invite. But you just have a list of 20 people for you to reach out to. And isn't that great? I just gave you 20 new people to talk to about Plexus. Look at that. You can't tell me that you don't know who to talk to. Yes, and Stacy said, think of men too. Amen. Literally, amen. So the 3-day challenge is going to be like this. If you have people who are in your general area who are going to be like people that you are inviting to the 3-day, I'm actually calling it the 3-day product or 3-day Plexus experience is what I'm calling it. That way it doesn't sound like it's challenging. It's a 3-day Plexus experience. What they're going to find out is they're going to find out information on our core products. They're going to find out a little bit about the business, nothing too crazy, some awesome testimonials. So if you would like to do a live testimony, I would love to slate you in for one of those, as well as there are going to be prizes, and people need to comment on the posts, okay? And I'm gonna use the little button, the toggle thing that is going to say 3-day Plexus experience, and they're gonna be able to find all the posts just by finding that little tag at the top of the page. Everything will start Saturday morning. I will probably have a post up though, priming it on Friday night. So you just need to add your people to Healthier and Happier. Don't just go adding them, tell them that you're inviting them and make it personal. It would be great even to pick up the telephone. You know, these things, they work. I'm just going to tell you this. They work this way just as well as they work this way. Hello? Yeah? Okay, good. So invite them to that. If that is not so much their style, you can invite them to our Health Zoom tomorrow, or to the Health Zoom Thursday at 8 o'clock, or they can come to the Health Zoom on Monday next week at 7. So there you go. 20 people. So exciting. So exciting. If you have no idea what to say to these people, please talk to the friend who has roped you in, who has blessed you with this amazing opportunity. We want to help you help these people, because that is really our end goal. We have seen our lives changed. We've seen other people's lives changed. We do believe that supplementation can be the root. It can get to the root of a lot of things that people struggle with. Okay. The other thing that I want you guys to think of is that oftentimes when we get involved with Plexus and we are really, really excited about it, and we start seeing these crazy healing journey testimonies, we start picking off all of the people who are the sickest on our list of people and who are the most difficult to convince of anything. Guess what? I was super sick, but I joined for energy, sleep, and control over my sugar cravings. It was as simple as that. So if you start talking to people about really super simple stuff and exposing them more and more, I love to under promise and over deliver. All of a sudden my yeast infections went away, and so did my bladder infections. And I was like, as in the words of Carrie Clausen, what the what? I didn't know what was going on, right? But I knew it was working, and I was definitely a happier, healthier human. So don't complicate life. Get the people on board that need just a little hand up. I mean, yes, talk to the other sick people too, but don't just go down that road. There are lots of people that we can help simply by looking at, like the lady with the day home. Gosh, that woman needs active and probably some Vital Biome, right? I feel like sending it to her right now. So, all right, I'm just looking at, guys, I have notes. Can we just take a moment? I have notes. How many people were able to watch Fallon Black? Now that's Whose Diamond documentary that we watched at the beginning. How many people were able to watch her Motivation Monday from yesterday? If you have not seen it, go to your back office under the, I think it's right on your dashboard in the middle of the page. There is a calendar. And if you click on Monday, there will be a, like it's not, you don't actually see a calendar, but it's a button for events. And if you are having a hard time finding the link, we can provide it as well. Does anybody have it? I have it on text, but it's on my phone. I can text it to somebody, but I can't put it up on my computer. Oh, maybe I can. Hold on. Let's see if I can do this. Nope, I can't. It doesn't come up on here. Okay, if somebody wanted to add the link in here, bless you. If not, we'll help you find it. Don't worry. It was fantastic. I love Fallon's story. And so I want to touch on a couple things super, super quick. And then I have a couple things that I want to share. So thank you so much for hanging with me. So the first thing that I have been thinking about, and it's awesome when things really align, right? When you've been thinking about a thing and then all of a sudden it seems like everybody's talking about the thing you're thinking about and you're like, wow, maybe I should pay more attention to that, okay? So I want you guys to start thinking, if you haven't already, why are you doing what you're doing? I mean, maybe it's simply to get your products paid for, to offset the cost of your product so much that you're not even paying for shipping. If you guys have a why that's really clear and you feel like sharing it, would you share it in the chat so that people can look? Your why could be that you just want, you want to be able to pay for the groceries every month. Maybe your why is you want to be able to pay for the kids' school fees cash so that it doesn't have to come out of the budget. Rose is sharing she wants to make an income while going to university. That's amazing. I wish more university students would have that concept. Lindsay says, I'm a personal trainer. My goal in life is to help mamas love their bodies and themselves. Absolutely. Stacy, my husband can work from home, pay for the product. Somebody said, sorry, it's going fast. Doris said, pay for the products, but maybe have an income after retirement. And Deborah Funk says, it changed my health so much I need to share and help others. Absolutely. Absolutely, Alicia. Health concerns, she wants to get under control and of course earn an income. Debbie is, my why is to pay for the lawyers for our upcoming adoption. Is that baby coming anytime soon, Debbie? They were like loaded up in the car, ready to go, and contraction stopped. Not yet. Okay, well, we're praying for a safe delivery. We are praying for a safe delivery. Okay, keep on putting your why in the chat. It is really important when you are doing this as a business to have a very clear why. But I'm going to tell you something. Your why is going to change over time. So you need to be consistently checking in with yourself to see, is my why still applicable? Okay, I'm actually going to ask Carrie Clausen to unmute for a second. Carrie, if that's okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and I am going to, okay, that's not working. I'm just going to spotlight your video. Carrie, would you talk a little bit about, just because I know that guys, I would not do this unless I knew that Carrie was like totally fine with it. Well, okay, maybe I would, but anyway. Carrie's husband is a what?
He is a pastor.
He
Senior
is
pastor.
a pastor. So you guys, how long were you married before he became a pastor? Or was he a pastor when you got married? How did that work?
We were married 1 year, and I knew he was trying to get into the ministry. So yeah.
Awesome. So how did your health challenges change your direction as a couple or as a family as far as career went?
Our career, we were in ministry for 8 years, and then we left due to burnout for him. But we then started a business, and we then moved close to family because we then had 3 kids, and I was very, very unwell. So there were no ministry options around where our family was. So we continued on with our appliance repair business.
Yeah. And I know that there were a lot of people that were very sad that you guys were leaving Swift Current because he was very good at what he did. But
Right.
I love the part of your story that starts to be, when I was well, then we were able to explore ministry options. So how long into your health journey were you guys starting to think that maybe you could go back into the ministry?
I think because God is such a big part of my story, I would have to say that God was working on my health and bringing me to full health with Plexus, while at the same time stirring up a desire in Curtis to get back into ministry. And so by the time I was healthy enough, Curtis had a heart for ministry, and it just kind of came together only as God can do.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
That is so cool. And now he is employed as a senior pastor. You guys are up in Meadow Lake. You're able to move away. Now, I mean, hey, we're okay. I'm glad your parents don't blame Plexus for you moving. Maybe they
Right.
do.
No, well, yeah, God, but yeah, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. No, and that's awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you for letting me put you on the spot. I appreciate you very much. But I know that your story is so inspiring. And so Carrie's why has probably evolved over however long. She started the product so that she could stop having migraines all the time and be able to be a more connected mom and wife. And then her why evolved, right? Like it changed over the course of time. And probably like me, her why is still changing now. So I want you guys to understand that your why is going to change. And if it doesn't, that is when we fall out of love with our businesses. And it is really, really important for us to continuously enjoy what we do. This is not one of those careers where you can just go, like, it's not like I work in a stamp factory and I just go in and I punch my time card and I do the things day after day. If you don't have a heart for people, you're not going to go very far in this business. And so if you are not constantly falling in love with your business or finding joy in pieces of it, then you are going to be stunted. And your why needs to be big enough to help you through those hard days, but you also need to find joy in what you're doing. So maybe your joy is writing. We have some phenomenal writers in here, people who write the most eloquent posts. But guess what? They can't just do the things that they love and not follow up with people or not help people sign up or not message people. That might work for a little while, and just you can send them your website and maybe poof, you get like a team of 10. But you have to learn to love all aspects of this business. And how do we love all aspects of this business? It's by finding belief in each piece. So belief in the company, belief in the products, and a huge one is belief in yourself. And I promise you that as you continue on this journey, you are going to find bits and pieces that you didn't even know were there in your personality. Little pieces of disbelief that are going to trip you up. You're going to find yourself at a place in your business. You're going to go, why can't I seem to go further? I feel like I'm doing all the right things. Why can't I go further? And I think I talked about this a couple weeks ago about how it is not necessarily that this, we know that there's a very small percentage of people in network marketing that make it to the top of their companies. But I'm going to say from personal experience that one of the reasons why maybe in a company like Plexus, where we are so very much about loving people, that people don't get further in their businesses, is because they have personal growth things that they are not willing to grow through. Where you are needs to be more uncomfortable than the pain it will put you through to grow through it. I have had some very interesting growth conversations, revelations over the last week and a half. It has been incredible. And I talked I think it was either last week or the week before, where I talked about how every rank isn't actually just a rank. It's a lesson. So you've got your gold lesson, you've got your silver lesson, you've got these are the things that you're learning on your way to being these different places. And I know sometimes in my journey, I thought, oh, if I could just learn the lesson already, I'm here, I'm ready to learn, right? But sometimes we are not ready to accept the things that we need to in the manner that they need to be accepted in order to move forward. Crazy thing that I learned about myself this week. I want you guys to know that I am transparent. I share with you guys, and I totally expect somebody somewhere is going to judge me, but I don't care. You guys are just I'm doing this because I want to be totally transparent with you guys, because my hope is that my struggles will help you. Okay. So I learned this week that I have a fear of money. I actually learned two things this week over the last week and a half. Number one, I have a fear of money. Number two, I have a self-worth problem. And if you would have told me 6 months ago that I had a self-worth problem, which actually ties into the fear of money, I would have laughed at you. And I would have gone, that is the one thing that I actually don't have a problem with. I value myself. You know, I'm a child of God. I know who I belong to. I have self-worth. But this showed up in two places in my life that I know are holding me back from my business. First place is with fitness. And I shared a little bit about this in Healthier and Happier the other day, or at least tried to. I don't think it came out quite well, the way that I wanted it to. Have you guys ever started a fitness routine and you're like, I'm going to do this? Like, dang it, I'm going to work out. I'm going to get this done, and I'm going to be healthier physically. I need to do this every day, or at least 3 times a week, or maybe once, or maybe not at all, or something. And something happens where the 3 days of motivation you had are gone on day 4 and day 5 and day 6. And even though the desire is there, there's some sort of gap between desire and action, right? Do I have anybody who's like that? Because I have to tell you, yeah, hi. Yeah, okay. So guess what I realized? And maybe you resonate with this, maybe you don't. I realized that in some weird, twisted way, I figured that I should just be happy with who I was, the way that I was. And that I shouldn't have to go through anything uncomfortable fitness-wise, because I should just be happy with myself the way that I am. I don't like being uncomfortable. Anybody like being uncomfortable? I don't like being uncomfortable. And physical discomfort, I really, really run from. Now, if you were to tell me to like read a book and take some notes and do personal growth stuff, I'd be like, absolutely. But I realized that going through physical, difficult times, putting my body through physically demanding things, is more mentally challenging than physically challenging. Because nobody's standing here making me do it. I could totally punk out on the third set of whatever on rep number 3 and not go all the way to rep 12. Nobody would know except me. And I've got this nice little voice in the back of my head going, it's okay. You're awesome anyway. Girl, you're good. You did a good job. Way to go. And I always thought that was good. But it's not. because it gave me permission to quit on myself so many times. This has been such a huge light bulb moment for me that yesterday, when it was supposed to be a rest day, my body literally felt like it was vibrating. I was like, I need to go work out. I need to go do something. I need to move my body. I have never felt that way in my life. I've never missed working out. Like, that seems to be like oil and water, missing and working. Like, I don't get it. But you guys, it had nothing to do with the fact that, you know, I need to be in better shape. Like, it had nothing to do with all the things that I thought, lack of commitment, inability to follow through, any of those things that I thought, no, I didn't value myself enough to go through the mentally hard stuff to make my body healthy. That was the first thing. The second thing, I do not remember a time when I have not been in debt. You know, when you go to university and they've got those credit card places sitting at the university and you can sign up for a credit card, you're just 18. That's the only thing they care about. And they'll give you a credit limit because they want you to give you, they see you coming. I got 2 credit cards. I do not remember being out of debt a day in my life since then. And so I was talking with a good friend who happens to be on this call, bless you. And she asked me something. And we're talking about the fear of money. And I know that in a business that you are basically self-generating your income by your actions and by encouraging other people and all of those things, a fear of money probably isn't going to push you forward. Right? Not so much. I never would have thought I had a fear of money. I would have told you I was bad with money. But, and by the way, we're all family here, right? We can talk about money. Money is a taboo topic. Heck, we talk about poop. Why can't we talk about money? Might as well, right? So she said to me, so what if somebody comes up to you on the street and hands you $20? What would you say? I said, I'd say, thank you. She's like, okay, how about another 20? And I'd be like, thank you. Big smile, right? She says, what about another 20? And I was like, okay. And she goes, what about another 20? And I said, that's too much. And she said, what? $80 is too much? And I said, yeah. She said, why can't you give it to that person over there? Or that person there? Or that person there? And she said, so why should they get it and not you? And I said, I don't know. She said, is your value only $80? Is that how much you think you're worth? And I didn't have another answer. And I realized that I did not see that I am valuable enough to not be under the covering of debt. I know I am not the only person here who cannot fathom what it would be like to live without debt, to live without bills, to live without monthly payments. But I'm going to tell you this. If you can conceive the idea of financial freedom, the idea that you owe nobody anything, that you can freely give to whomever needs to be given to, that if your kids' shoes are too small, you can go buy them without worrying where the money is coming from. If you are looking at Christmas and you're not stressing, or income tax time and you're not hoping that you don't owe a whole lot of money. Guys, that's freedom. And that is the kind of thing that we get to offer through Plexus. Plexus freedom looks different than any other company, any other opportunity I have ever been given. We have no inventory. We have no deliveries. We do not need to pay out of pocket except for our $56 a year annual fee. If you didn't, I'm going to tell you something that I shouldn't even tell you. Did you know that if you didn't even want to take the product, you could still make money with Plexus and work this business? The 100 PV that makes you commission qualified doesn't have to be yours. It can be somebody else's. You can have somebody else buy a bag of Slim and a bottle of Ease, or 2 customers buying 50 PV each, and you can build a whole team. I do not know of another company that is structured this way, where you have to be commission qualified, where that money does not have to come out of your pocket. There are so many ways that Plexus can work for financial freedom. I said it last week. Tarl's vision for Plexus, Tarl is our founder and CEO. He sees the vision of having millions of thousandaires instead of thousands of millionaires in this business. An average income for a silver ambassador in a month is right around $500 US. Who do you know that $500 US could help them towards financial freedom? And you know what? So many people live under the guilt and shame of debt. We don't know how to get out. It's just this pervasive cycle. And I tell you, Nolan and I were just talking about this on the way out here today. So when you get to be a jewel with Plexus, Plexus will either give you a certain amount of money every month for a Lexus, which is a beautiful car. You do a lease and they give you the money. It's very kind, lovely. I have a big family. We don't fit in a Lexus. So what we did was we went out and bought an Acadia, a 2012 Acadia, not anything fancy schmancy. It had less kilometers on it than my van did. And it is about half of the lifestyle bonus of what I get as an Emerald, because you can either get a Lexus or you can get a lifestyle bonus. And I remember feeling very proud of myself in that decision because it wasn't exceeding what we were given. But you know, it is a little small. And you know, it would be nice to have a little bit more space. And you know, the Cadillac we drove on the weekend is way nicer than the Acadia. Oddly enough, I'm just going to tell you, Cadillac, I'd pick a Cadillac over an Acadia any day. They gave us a ridiculous deal. They offered us a ridiculous deal. They offered to pay us more for our Acadia a year in than we paid for it buying it. We walked away. It was really hard. And we said today, you know what? That was the best decision we've ever made. We have peace. Could we have made it work? Absolutely. But I now believe that I'm worth it to live without a ton of debt. Now, does it mean that after we get rid of a credit card or start paying down some debt that we won't go and get a bigger vehicle? We probably will, because the Acadia is not much bigger than a Lexus. I'm going to tell you that. We're pretty crammed into that little guy. And we have another, oh, I shouldn't say it that way. I was going to say we have another little member joining our family. I'm not pregnant. We're getting a dog. How's that? But you guys, if you have believed the lies that you are not valuable enough to live without debt, that it won't happen for you, that you'll always be owing something to someone, that is a story you are telling yourself. And you have the opportunity to change the narrative in your head. And you have the vehicle in Plexus to take you past, beyond what you ever would imagine. So I'm going to challenge you guys. to take a look at some of these limiting beliefs that you have this week. What are the limiting beliefs that are holding me back from the next step of success in my business? And this is, I don't know if I finished my thought before. Guys, I think that I'm doing an incredible job on not squirreling too terribly badly. People stop progressing in network marketing because of the amount of personal growth it takes to get to the next level. I don't ever want that to be any one of you guys. Continue on the personal growth journey, even when it's hard, because nothing worth having comes easy. And this will pay back tenfold. Always be growing. If you guys don't know what you have to post, if you don't have anything to say, I mean, I fall into that trap too. I will know when I don't have any material to post about because I'm not reading enough. Or maybe what I'm reading is hitting too close to home and I'm not ready to share it yet. Continue to read, continue to listen to material, continue to consume, continue to grow. Here's the other thing. People will follow you if they see you doing something worth following. So if you are not growing, they're not going to follow you. Here's another switch to that. If you haven't expanded your network beyond people that you've always known, and those people are stuck where they're stuck, they probably don't want to follow you on another journey anyway, because they're happy being miserable. And there will be those people in our lives that are just happy being miserable. They'd rather complain. You guys ever noticed anything about Plexus people, especially people who are higher ranking in the company? They're excessively happy. And I mean excessively in like the best way. They're really joy-filled people. I'm not saying that they don't ever complain. That would be a misnomer. But the people in this company that are the most successful are the people who will have their pity party with their spouse or their designated person, and then they'll pick up their big girl panties and move on. And that's what I want for this team. I don't want us to be okay with the norm, be okay with being stunted by our own lack of growth. I have so much vision for all of you. I have no doubt that every single person on this call tonight and watching can be a diamond, can get to the top of the company, can do amazing things beyond what you can fathom now. It's your choice to grow. It's your choice to move forward. All right, guys. So your encouragement for this week is to take that group of 20 names that you have and do something amazing with it. I do not doubt that you're going to be scared to reach out to some of these people. That's okay. You can reach out to them. I'm going to put some verbiage for the 3-day Plexus experience into Grow tonight with a graphic to share with people. You can give them a stick of Slim. You can give them 3 sticks of Slim. You can give them nothing. It doesn't matter. They don't need to try it. They can buy and return it. We've got a couple of those people in here too who thought they were going to do that. Joke's on you. 3 years later. Haha. And they're all laughing. Does anybody have any questions? Rose, yes, I'm a diamond in the rough. Aren't we all? Brooke Hemingway got like homemade chocolate fortune cookies, and one of them said, few people become diamonds because they're unwilling to get cut. I was like, that's harsh, but I get it, right? We just want to stay exactly the way that we are. Does anybody have any questions?
I know for me, really my shift happened in February.
That's awesome.
Just things happened.
And in February, Rose, could you have imagined you would be gold?
No.
So, so proud of you. So proud of you.
It's kind of shocking is what happened. It just happened. And I had been plugging away and trying and getting more no's than you can shake a stick at. And I'm still getting no's right now. And then randomly at the beginning of the month, I had 2 ladies, never commented ever before, all of a sudden sign me up. And I signed him up under Kurt so I could get him to silver so I could hopefully get to senior gold.
That's awesome. That's awesome. You know, they always say that the difference between diamonds and us is that the diamonds have heard no more often than we have. Right? Awesome. Are there any other questions about anything? I want you guys to focus on those things that are holding you back. Share them with your upline if you're brave enough. I want you guys to take that list of 20 people and invite them to something. You can even start with the send, share, invite. Send, hey, I don't know if you have a need. I've been working with this amazing health and wellness company. It's changed A, B, and C for me. Would you be open to hearing more? Send them the microbiome video. Ask them if there's anything that they would change about their health, change in their health if they could. 3 things. And then share a testimony with them. That's the share part of send, share, invite. And then invite is either to a Zoom, Mondays or Thursdays, or to our 3-day Plexus experience on the weekend. Thank you to everyone who was willing to unmute and share tonight, to Rose, to all the people who shared their people's names, for helping us get those 20 people going. And I'm so excited to see what the last 10 days of this month is going to shape up to be, guys. I really feel like there's incredible things that are going to start happening, and we're going to start seeing ranks achieved. We're going to start seeing more lives changed, more stories. But again, as always, I am so honored and blessed to be able to be on this journey with each and every one of you. I don't take it for granted for a second. Love you all so much. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening.